In-store photos of Lowe's Halloween 2022 have been revealed. Let's jump right into it. For everything scary, I'm GMHaunts, and today we have our first overall look of the Lowe's Halloween 2022 store setup. Well, ladies and gentlemen, the last couple of days have brought with them lots of Lowe's Halloween 2022 leaks, and it seems that today that is continuing because our good friend Halloween Daily News has supplied us with some more Lowe's Halloween 2022 first looks, this time with some overall shots of the Lowe's 2022 setup for the Halloween season. So without further ado, let's take a look at these brand new photos of the entire Lowe's Halloween 2022 store setup. Alright, so obviously, like I just mentioned, credit for all of these photos goes to HalloweenDailyNews.com. They also have a YouTube channel. Check both out because they are the original supplier of these photos. But jumping right into this, the first image that I want to take a look at is a very wide kind of overall shot of the entire Lowe's Halloween 2022 store setup. Now, the last leaks that we got were actually a close-up of the Gemmy horror character animatronic licensed kind of section. You can see that in the background. This photo is now giving us an entire look at the front section and some other animatronics that will be a part of the display. These got leaked a couple of weeks ago. Now we are seeing what they look like actually set up in stores and how they will look across the country. So taking a look at this very first overall shot photo, I do just want to say I absolutely love the setup and layout that Lowe's is going for with the 2022 season. I really enjoy how it comes really far out. It's a very big setup, and they are trying to display each and every one of their animatronics in a unique and creative way. I love that the 12-foot mummy will be set up in stores. I am so glad that this is not just an inbox only animatronic, and that yes, he will be set up on the floor, most likely also on activation, so you can actually demo him and see how he moves around and how he looks. Obviously, we already know that he lights up rainbow colors and he does move around a little bit, so it's very awesome to see that he will be set up in stores and not just in box. You can also see that in front of the 12-foot mummy, we have some of the other animatronics on display, such as the 7-foot witch with crystal ball. We also have the green clown. We have some other animatronics there. We will take a look at them in some close-up photos in just a second here. But I really do enjoy the overall layout of the Lowe's Halloween setup for this year. It looks really fresh. It looks really awesome. And I think it's a very good step in the right direction for Lowe's for making their Halloween section bigger and better, because it just looks really good this year, and I'm a huge fan of it. I'm really digging it, and I give a lot of applause to Lowe's for the layout of this section. But let's take a look at some of the close-ups from this so we can actually get a little bit of a better idea of what's going on. Alright, so the first close-up we have here is on the main animatronic section that is out on the floor. I also very much enjoy the layout of this. They're very much going for a Home Depot Halloween style of approach in terms of how they want to display their animatronics, with all of them being in a very close quarter area, and also by the fact that they are kind of fenced into their own kind of zone, if you will. As you can see around the green clown and around some other animatronics, you can actually see that Lowe's is utilizing a white fence this year to keep their animatronics in a very close quarter zone. I enjoy the look of it, although the fence is a little bit plain and basically just white. Although it might be just a prototype, it probably will end up looking like that. It's a little bit basic, but nonetheless, I like how it's keeping all the animatronics kind of organized in the same space. Once again, very much reminds me of how Home Depot displays their animatronics, also with a fence. So interesting to see that Lowe's is kind of taking a play from Home Depot for this year and how they want to display their animatronics. So this next close-up photo is actually pretty interesting because it gives us a little bit of a different look at the way the animatronics will be displayed. So like I just pointed out, the last photo was taken in a Lowe's concept store most likely, and it had a white fence around the animatronics and they were all very close together. This close-up picture is first of all showing a different fence. It's now black color, and there's also some kind of like fake hay on the floor, and also the shape is now a square. It's much wider, and there's a lot more space for the animatronics. Possibly this is what the finalized version is for what Lowe's locations will look like and how they'll display the animatronics. Honestly, I'm hoping so, because this looks 10 times better than that other photo. So if this is what we actually will end up seeing, this is even better. This looks really awesome. I love the way the animatronics are being displayed. I love the fence. I love the hay. Everything looks really awesome. Now, along with the different kind of look on how the animatronics are, we also get a little bit of a different close-up of the animatronics that are being featured here. Here, we get a very good look at the 7-foot evil witch with crystal ball, as well as the 7-foot Reaper with Hourglass. I'm not gonna lie, this brand new close-up picture is honestly making me like the Crystal Witch, along with the Reaper, a lot more than I did when I originally saw their leaked stock photos. If you watched that video, you probably know that I said that I dislike both of them, because first of all, they looked very skinny, and also they just, like, the Reaper looked like he was out of proportion, and the Witch also seemed to have a little bit of a weird face. That might have been prototypes, like a lot of people were saying, because these versions that are in this close-up picture, I honestly like them quite a bit. The Reaper, I feel like, looks a lot better. His proportions definitely look a lot more realistic, and also I just like the shape of his body a lot more than I did in his stock photo. If that was a prototype, it was honestly a very bad one, and the finalized model looks pretty dang good, if I do say so myself, and that might be a pickup for me, because I just love the way he looks now. The body is a lot more kind of fleshed out, the clothing is a lot more fleshed out, his proportions seem to be a lot better, and I'm just a way bigger fan of this version than I am in the stock photo. Same goes for the Witch. I feel like the body and shoulders are a lot more there. You can really see them. They're a lot more kind of noticeable. The face honestly looks pretty decent. We obviously do have a latex head. I feel like the details on it are pretty good. The eyes are creepy. I really do enjoy it, as well as the hair, the crystal ball. Everything looks so much better than it did in the stock photos, and I really just can't explain. These two animatronics specifically, the Reaper with Hourglass and the Evil Witch, I like them so much more than I did when I saw those stock photos, and I might be picking them up. If you would have asked me when I saw these stock photos if they would be purchases, I said absolutely not. From these stock photos, I'm not saying 100% guaranteed I'm going to buy them, but I got to take a look at them in person and really see what I truly think about them. But I am very much leaning in the direction of purchasing now because of how much I enjoy them after seeing this brand new close-up. Alright, so this next photo is very interesting to those who liked lost or unreleased animatronics, because this photo actually shows us that the mysterious unreleased Svi Big Head Reaper will be sold at Lowe's for the 2022 Halloween season. As you can see in this picture right here, we have a close-up of the Svi Big Head Reaper. For those who don't know, this was meant to be released back in 2020 for the Halloween season by Svi, the manufacturer. However, this guy did end up going unreleased. Until now, it looks like he will be sold at Lowe's for the 2022 Halloween season, which is very exciting because the Big Head Reaper is a fan favorite among those who love, like, unreleased animatronics. So, very exciting to see that this guy will be sold at Lowe's. He's an awesome prop because he is manufactured by Svi. He's got some awesome detail in there. He's got some pretty cool audio. And, I mean, I just love the way his face looks. Obviously, his coolest feature is his giant head. That's hence why his name is Big Head Reaper. He does have a demo video because he was unreleased, so you can take a look at what he wanted to do, or what he was planning to do. This guy just looks so awesome. He has some really awesome mouth movement. He has some side to side, and he's a really awesome animatronic. So I am very excited to know that he will be released finally for the Lowe's Halloween 2022 season. Kind of unexpected and not something that we saw coming as of a couple weeks ago, but now that we have this close-up, it confirms that the Big Head Reaper will be at Lowe's for the 2022 Halloween season. Well, ladies and gentlemen, that is it. That is all of the brand new in-store Lowe's Halloween 2022 photos that I have to cover and show you for today. Like I said, I'm pretty excited about Lowe's this year just because they have some really good product. I'm very excited about some of their animatronics, especially now the 7-foot Evil Witch and the Reaper with Hourglass. I really do want to see them in stores because now they might be a pickup. I love the layout of the main overall display. I think it looks really fresh. I think it looks very innovative, and I love just the size of it. I love to see that Lowe's is going bigger and better with their Halloween decorations and using companies like Gemi as a manufacturer, especially that Gemi seems to be getting a little bit better with their animatronics. They definitely have created some decent stuff for Lowe's this year, as well as seeing the Big Head Reaper from Svi finally getting released after being canceled for the 2020 Halloween season. He will now be at Lowe's, and that's pretty shocking. Not something that we expected at all, but it will be happening for the 2022 Halloween season. Well, ladies and gentlemen, that's going to wrap up my video taking a look at and reacting to these brand new Lowe's Halloween 2022 photos. So I guess, remember as always, for everything scary, I'm GMHaunts. I'll see you guys later for more Lowe's Halloween 2022 videos. Goodbye.